Hey, it's Diesel, and I have a super fun job coming up. And obviously on all my videos, we're gonna learn a thing or two together because jobs like this are kind of difficult. So this Jeep, you might not recognize it because it's just a black JK. But if we look on the side, you can definitely see something's a little off. And that's because this is the Big Tire Garage Ian Johnson 10-inch stretch. That is a stretch and it looks phenomenal. It looks great, and we'll go in more on the company that sells everything to do that stretch. But this, to start off on this video, and we're gonna cover the whole build. This is Jake, and we're gonna basically cover the whole build, and this is the start of it. You excited? All right, so when you get a job like this, you can see it is just in a disarray, and we picked it up, epic road trip. It was a lot of fun. We made it, a couple days. The two of us had a good time. But when we picked it up, we had stuff in boxes, we had stuff over here, over there, so it's kind of crazy. So when you get a job like this, or even in your own home, if you get lost, what you need to do is inventory everything. So what we're doing is organizing, cleaning, listing what we have, and once we know what we have, we know what the jobs entail, and then we can put everything in a category and start moving forward. When you go to the actual vehicle, the last thing that we know on this vehicle is the body was off it. The body was off it so it could get painted and do that stretch. So you can see there are several components that are disconnected. So instantly, in my brain, it made me think, well, we probably need to take the body back off it so we can go back to square one to make sure nothing was missed. There's nothing like getting a whole job together and finding out the body has to come back off it because it's in the way of running something or just anything. So it's always better to be on the up and up. And another thing, when we have the body off, the rock crawler long arm is gonna be twice as easy, and we'll be able to do a way better job having the body off so we have access to the frame to cut and grind and with the Sawzall. So this is the start. We're gonna call this the Jake build. And we're just really excited to get this body back up and start on this long arm. All right, well, let's see what happens. The first one's I'm glad we took the body off. It definitely needed to come off, and if we moved forward on it, we definitely would have been working backwards. So the 10-inch stretch is really cool. We got some of the lift kit that we're gonna take off and mount a little more secure. But you can see all of these brackets that need to be cut off are gonna be way easier with the body off. But this is definitely going to be a pretty big job, and the only way to accomplish something like this, the only way to finish is to get started. And me and my guy Dan just took a big breath, and guess what we're going to do? We're going to do the first step in finishing, and that's getting started. So we'll take some pictures at the end of the day and see how we do it. All right, we're coming right along. With the body off, when we left last time, I was talking about doing all the rock crawler long arm parts, and it was so easy with the body off, and we were able to clean up the frame so good. It looks amazing. It really, you can't even tell what the stock parts were. Some of the spots where the body interferes, we couldn't clean up a lot of it, but with the body off, we were able to do a really good job. And we have all the suspension parts welded in place And when you get your long arm from Rock Crawler, they have amazing instructions to place them, weld them in. They really have a good setup that's hard to mess up. So now we're concentrated on, we're going to want to get the frame cleaned up so we can get it painted. But one of my main concerns is we're going to get the gas tank back in it and the fuel lines, because it was extended that 10 inches. We're going to have to extend everything from the wiring harness to the emergency brake cables, to the brake lines, fuel lines, everything. And right now is the time to do that before we clean everything up and paint it. So we're going to put the gas tank in, and we're going to start lining, we're going to start using the stock stuff, start lining our brake lines where they go, and then we can see exactly where we have to extend them, if we have to make a whole new brake line possibly. But this is the time to start doing that stuff, so when the body goes back on it, that stuff is all taken care of. So we're going to put the gas tank in, get our brake lines, our fuel line, and all electric lines ran. We're going to take it all back apart and get it painted up really good, because this Jeep is going to be pretty badass. And so let's get this gas tank in. Hey, I hope you like this first video so far. When we brought the Jeep in, it was kind of in a disarray, and we had to figure out where we were, and I think it covered great hints on you with your builds, and if you get lost, how to kind of regroup and get restarted. We got the body off, we got some ideas of how to move forward, and we got that beautiful next generation, I'm gonna call it next generation because it is pretty badass, the Rock Crawler long arm kit, the X2. It is awesome, and this build is gonna be super unique, and I'm glad to be part of it and to bring it to you. So stay tuned, like, share the video, because we have more to come, and we're definitely making these videos to try to help you and anybody that gets wound up in crazy builds like this, and you have to get them finished. That's the key, finished. So new video coming, and we're gonna cover axles and why we chose these axles, and and all the other parts, actually, drive shafts, the armor, everything we're gonna do. We're gonna talk to you why we did it and the differences and all that good stuff from a guy that's in the garage doing it every day. So anyways, check it out, and we will be back with another video soon. All right, this is Diesel Stacked Off-Road. I hope you enjoyed.